Hey everyone, Dan Mortimer with eXp Realty bringing you another weekly real estate market update for Henderson and Las Vegas. This is with data as of April 28th, 2025. It's crazy to think that this month has just flown by. We are now coming up on the last few days of April, getting ready to get into May. We're well into the spring season. So let's go ahead and dive into the data for the last 7 days and see what's going on. And then I'll share some insights as well with you based on what I've seen in the real estate market. So diving into the new listings for the last 7 days, we had 1,072 new listings hit the market. We've kind of stayed around that figure for the last couple of weeks, but 1,072 new listings that hit the market. We also had 186 properties that came back on the market. Buyer and seller had a deal in place. For whatever reason, didn't close. Property goes back on the market. So we had 186 of those in the last week. We had 1,098 homes that had a price decrease of some kind. So it could be dollar, could be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever. But we had 1,098 price decreases in the last 7 days. A little higher than what we've typically seen in the past, but pretty well in line. Now, getting into the under contracts, we had 364 homes go into under contract show status and another 484 that went into under contract no show status. So in total, you're talking that's 848 listings going under contract compared to 1,072 new listings hitting the market. So again, gap got a little bit smaller than it has the last few weeks, but there is still a little bit of a gap. We are seeing more new listings hitting the market than we're seeing properties going under contract. As far as the properties sold, there were 661 properties that were sold in the last 7 days. And we have another 98 that are in what's called coming soon status. I've explained this before, but I'll just run through it again real quick. Coming soon basically means that it's in a sort of pre-marketing status, and the home will be active on the MLS, active on Zillow, Redfin, Truly, all those other third-party sites within 30 days or less. Usually it's a lot less. Usually it's just a few days. So getting into the active listing numbers, we are currently sitting on 6,492 single-family homes active on the market. We have 1,488 condos active on the market and 993 townhouses. So in total, we're just under 9,000 active listings based on those numbers, right? Just a smidge under 9,000. It's like 8,973 or something like that. So really interesting to see. As we get into these spring months, we knew the listing numbers were going to be strong. We're definitely seeing the number of under contract homes staying pretty steady as well. I wanted to share a little bit of an interesting tidbit that I heard from some of my contacts that I work with. I go to a lot of networking meetings, connect with lenders, title representatives, other realtors in town, and I actually heard a nationwide number that was very interesting. So if you'll recall at the beginning of this month, there was a little bit of I don't know the best way to describe it other than a little bit of panic, a little bit of chaos. People worried about these tariffs that were going to take effect, what kind of impact they would have on everything, not just housing, but housing was part of that. For those of you that are local to Las Vegas, you may have seen an article in the Las Vegas Review-Journal about, oh my gosh, the price of new construction homes is going to skyrocket with these tariffs, blah, blah, blah. A lot of panic. The stock market had a lot of volatility. Investment markets had a ton of volatility. And it was very interesting to see. But the other thing that happened when that got announced was that we saw a pretty steep decline in the interest rates. And it lasted maybe a day or 2 days where we saw interest rates dip. That week, we saw a 20% increase in mortgage applications nationwide. 20% increase. Now, if you think about it, what does that tell us? Well, it could be nothing, could just be a blip on the radar, but I think what it's a key indicator of is that there is a lot of built up, pent up demand. People that have been sitting on the sidelines, waiting for prices to drop, waiting for interest rates to drop, and trying to capitalize and get into a home or sell and buy. So to me, that's one of the key indicators. There's a lot of pent-up demand. I know a lot of buyers and sellers that are saying, I would love to buy, I'd love to get into something, I'd love to sell this place, get into something else. I just don't want the rates to be so dang high. And I think that was evidenced by this spike in mortgage applications in just a week, because the rates dropped very briefly for like a day, 2 days. So I think it's a positive sign in a few different ways. I'm also seeing a lot of new construction communities still popping up. There's a lot of confidence and investment coming into Las Vegas over the next several years. I know there have been a lot of people that are worried about long-term stability of housing in Las Vegas and prices, dropping off a cliff. I just don't see any key indicators that would show that that's going to be the case. There's too much money coming in, too many people coming in from out of state, and too many hedge funds and major investors, which I don't really like that they do this. But a lot of these companies are still buying homes en masse in Las Vegas. So unless they get into a situation where they have to liquidate all of their inventory suddenly, our housing inventory is going to be solid, if not a little bit low for the foreseeable future. But there are new construction communities popping up as well. I've driven by several: KB, Lennar, Richmond American, Beazer, DR Horton, all kinds of new communities that are still popping up throughout Las Vegas and Henderson. So the growth and the development is not necessarily slowing down. The demand is not slowing down. But I want to get back to a point that I've talked about before, because I get a lot of people that when I talk to them, they're saying, I want to time the market. I want to get in at the right time. I want to buy when the prices are the lowest, or I want to buy when the rates are the lowest. And there's nothing wrong with thinking that way necessarily, but you put yourself into a trap of analysis paralysis. You are almost treating your home, your future home, as like a stock, trying to time it, and you're treating it like a day trader would treat a stock. The challenge with thinking this way is all you do is sit on the sidelines and wait for the opportune time, whatever that may be in your head, and you miss out on potential equity, you miss out on potential deals that pop up in the market. And really and truly, yes, I hear a lot of people say, oh, your home's your greatest investment. This is not an investment channel or anything like that. I'm not really trying to push people to, think of their home one way or the other. I know there's some conflicting opinions out there, but you really have to look at your home as a personal decision. We don't buy homes to turn a quick profit or flip them, or we don't buy them because the market timing was just right. We buy a home because we need the space. We need the extra bedroom. We're going to have guests over. We need more entertainment space. We need a better backyard. We need a bigger kitchen. We need, a nicer tub and shower combo in the primary bathroom. For whatever reason, it's a personal choice. So don't let an investor mentality take you away from making a good personal decision that's going to improve your life, where you're going to create new memories, you're going to transition into the next phase of your life. Again, whether it's upsizing, downsizing, moving across town, moving into a neighborhood that's closer to your work, moving closer to family, whatever that may be. Don't let your investor mentality cloud your personal goals, because again, a home is a personal decision. It's a family decision. It's a partnership decision. It's not an investment mindset decision. It's where you're going to live. It's where you're going to have great memories, have friends over, have parties, and enjoy all kinds of different things. So that's my little bit of advice. Apologies, that was kind of a long rant, but very interesting to see the data, how it's kind of played out through April. We've definitely seen the demand stay strong, but the inventory is holding up strong as well. So hopefully we'll continue to stay in this balanced market. If you want to support this channel, there are two ways that you can do it. First is the easiest. There's a subscribe button on all my videos. Gives you notifications anytime I post new content. Try to post a couple videos a week. Things have been a little bit crazy lately, so I'm a little bit behind, but I always like to post these weekly updates. I do monthly updates. I do property walkthroughs, lifestyle videos, news videos, anything and everything that I can to keep you informed and educated about what's going on here in the Henderson and Las Vegas real estate market. And the other way that you can support this channel is I put the link in the description of all my videos where you can set up a one-on-one meeting with me, whether you're looking to buy or sell in 9 days, 90 days, even further out than that, anywhere in between. I would love to help. I'd love to connect with you, learn a little bit more about your situation, what your real estate goals are, so that we can put a game plan in place to help you to achieve them. Whatever your time frame may be, whether you're looking to buy, sell, rent, invest, move in, move out, whatever that may be, I'd be happy to help. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you at the next one.